So give the 9, then enter, and it asks me number 5, so that is 1 for our case 1. Now if I enter here, so that's mean it should give me maximum number is 9 and minimum number is 1 from this series of or set of numbers, right? So let enter and check the value. So you can see video. Now we will go to the next part, that is to execute this program or implement this program in Eclipse. So let me go to my Eclipse first. Now open your Eclipse IDE. This is open for me and I am again going to use the same package com.demo.loop for this example. Now let me right click here, then new, then class. Now let me make my class name max mean calculator, okay, and check this public static void main and finish. So my max mean calculator class is ready for programming. Okay, let me remove this unwanted comment and control S for saving. Now double click here to make a maximize view. Now what is our aim? Let's go to this flowchart and do one by one. Okay, so our first example says, or first flowchart part is says, we have to create some variable max, mean, count and num. So all will be integer variable. Let's create integer variable max, mean, num and count. Every time once you do any changes on this program, just save with Ctrl S. Now our next part, user need to understand the statement, so that's why we will create a statement how many number you want, okay, and that we will collect under a count variable that we already created, right? Now our second part says how many numbers, okay, so we have to give a statement how many number they want, and this is the statement. Let's say system.out.println. Here I given enter how many number, okay. Now save it. Now this number need to be collect in a variable, and which is that variable? That is count, right? So before that we have to initiate our or initialize our scanner class, right? So let initialize the scanner class. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in. That we know already know this statement how it will work, right? Now click on this icon and then click this, double click here, so it will automatically import that package. Now my scanner class instance sc is ready. Now second part is that we have to collect the enter value that will be entered by user under this count variable. Now count is equal to, we know this is sc dot, as it's an integer, so we can use next int, right? So now whatever user enter, that value will be stored under this count variable. Every time use Ctrl S to save it. Now we have to initialize max is equal to mean is equal to 0 and then our for loop with I is equal to 1. Okay, so let's do that. Now enter in the next line. Now max, our max variable, mean variable, all I set as a 0. Then our for loop, so it start here then end, okay. So you can see I have initialized again I is equal to 1 and I less than our count variable, okay. Now our loop start here and we know the I value start from 1, right? Now if it's go here and it will ask me in this flow that create a statement enter number. We can make this statement more flexible, like enter for number 1, enter number 2, because we already know I value, right? So let's do that. So here we have to create a print statement system.out.println enter number, and to make it more dynamic, that's mean number 1, number 2. So every time if I put I value here, so that's mean first time, first iteration it will say enter number I is equal to 1. In second iteration it is 2, then enter number 2. How to do that? So we have to append this I variable, right? Now it will say enter number 1. Here you can again give a space or colon like this, so that after colon user can enter. Okay, this is something of printing statement beautifications I did here. Okay, now once you enter this number as per flow, if I go to this flow where we have to collect that one under num variable, right? So let collect that under num variable. So how to do that? We use this num variable, then equal to, we have already scanner class instance sc, so use this sc dot, again it's an integer, so we can use next int. So now every time the iterations will fire, so it will ask user enter number 1 2 3 4 something like that, and whatever the value you or user enter, that will be collected under num variable. Now let's go to this flowchart again. Now it will first check, is it my first iteration? So how I can understand is it my first iteration or not? So we have to check I double equal to 1 or not. So here you have to again make a condition, if I double equal to 1, that means my first iteration, then here if start and then end. Okay, then under here what we have to do, if it's a yes, then go to this flowchart and it will say, then initialize max is equal to min is equal to number. Means number means what we collect here all will be set for max and min, because this is first time. So let max equal to mean equal to number. What it's mean? It's mean max is equal to number and mean equal to number. You can do it in two line, or you can do it like this way in a single line. Now save this program and go to this flowchart again. Now you can see that once this is done, it will go here and increment I, means it will go to this flow again. So that's mean once if condition is done, it will go to this flow again. Now I is equal to I plus plus mean 2. It will again come for 2, right? So once it's 2, so 2 less than count, 2 less than count, if it's yes, then it will again go to this part and again ask enter number. So again it will ask enter number. Now it's time enter number 2. Now that will again collect under num variable, and then it will check, is I double equal to 1? No, currently I is equal to 2, right? So it should go to the no part. So we have created the if part. Now how we can go to this no part? So we have to create a else statement, right? Then start here, end here, control S for saving. Now again go to this flow. Now check, yes, it's go to the no part. Now what we have to check, is num greater than max? So we have to create a conditions. Okay, if num greater than max, so let make these conditions. So if num greater than max, then this if block start here. Okay, again if you go to this flow, so if that is yes, so it will set max is equal to number. So we have to set that, right? So make here max is equal to that inputted number. Okay, so that is collected here, and now we make it like num as per flow. Now our second part of this, if that is, we already make that this condition, but if it's no, then we will check, is num less than min? So that's mean here, if this part is yes, that will go here, but if this part is not true, then we have to again create another condition, else if num less than min. You can see here, is num less than min? So here this condition start here and then end here, and under this condition means if it's a yes, then we will set minimum is equal to number. So here make mean is equal to number as per this flow. Now you can see here my maximum is set and minimum is set, and it will iterate every time till this conditions gets fails. Okay, so you can see here that once this is done, it is go here, once it is done, it is again go here, and every time it will iterate this loop. Similar way my program is now ready, but our last statement is that once every counter is finished, then you can see here the no part, we will try to print the max and mean value. So my loop start here and end here, and after that we have to print our maximum and minimum value that we collected under this max and min variable based on our iteration logic. So here we have to write down our two statement to show this maximum number and minimum number. So let's print two statement here. Now I have said the two print statement, maximum number that is basically our max variable and minimum number that is basically our min variable. Now save it using Control S, double click here to get this type of console view and run this program, and here we will use the same type of input number that we check in our slide. Okay, so first we have to enter 5 times number, so we have to give the number count is 5. So let's first run this program using this icon. Click here. So it is asking me enter how many numbers. So definitely it's 4 5 4 as per our slide. Now enter here. So it is asking me first number, enter number 1. So our first number is 6, so enter 6. Okay, then again enter. So it's asked me second number, so our second number is 7, so put 7 here, enter. Is asked me 3, number 3, so that is basically 2, so enter 2, then enter. Our fourth number is basically 9, so give the 9, then enter, and it asks me number 5, so that is 1 for our case 1. Now if I enter here, so that's mean it should give me maximum number is 9 and minimum number is 1 from this series of or set of numbers, right? So let enter and check the value. So you can see my maximum number is coming as 9 and minimum number coming as 1. If I double click here, so you can get the total entered thing. So first I enter how many number, 5, then system asks that times of number like 1 2 3 4 5, so I put everything, and from this set of number you can understand this is our maximum number. So it's give me statement maximum number is equal to 9, and this is our minimum number, so it give me the minimum number is equal to 1. So this way you can easily create any maximum number and minimum number logic using this type of example with this type of flow. If this is helpful to you, please comment helpful.
I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.